In today's video, I'm going to be giving helpful audition tips, so I suggest you get a notebook out to write it down, or you write it in your notes app somewhere so that come audition season, you'll be ready and you'll have everything down so you won't forget it. The first tip, and I think this is the most important tip in auditions, is giving facial expressions in your dance calls. You would be surprised the number of people that don't do this. There's often an interlude before the choreography starts and everybody's jamming out and like giving the best facial expressions. And right when the choreography starts, they all go stone face and have no expression. And honestly, I'm not a dancer first, but what set me apart from everybody else is I focused on giving facial expressions. Trust me, this will really help you, and practice it when you practice dancing week to week, and it'll really help you in your actual auditions. Tip 2 that goes hand in hand with that is don't talk in your dance calls. It's rude. It makes you look bad. Even if you're not the person talking, if someone is talking to you, you look bad because they don't know that you're not talking to them. So if somebody is talking to you, then just nod yes or no. Don't actually say anything verbally. And if they keep talking to you, then just be like, hey, can we continue this conversation after? Because you don't want it to be something that affects your audition and how they view you. Tip number 3, I think, is the single most important piece of information that I got throughout this entire audition season, and that is to have contrasting songs. I had an up-tempo golden age and a contemporary ballad, so they were contrasting in that way, but the style of the song and the feel of the song was very similar. And I didn't notice that at first. I thought they contrasted enough, and I wasn't told that they weren't until later down the road. And so I was forced to change one of my songs, which was hard, but I think if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have gotten to the schools that I ended up getting into. And the reason you really want to make sure that they're contrasting is because you want to show a full package. Not only that you can do golden age and contemporary, but that you can stretch between styles and you can do everything. They want to see that rounded out person. And so I suggest going to different people, your theater teacher, your acting teacher, your vocal coach, going to different professional people and getting their opinions on if your songs are contrasting enough, because you don't want that to be something that's going to hold you back. So definitely try and make them as contrasting as possible. So going along with that, my 4th tip is to not fear change. I changed my second song partway through the audition season, and that was terrifying because you have to learn a new song, you have to memorize it, you have to work on the acting, and you have to get it down before your next audition, which can be hard. And I'm not going to say it was perfect the first time I did it, but that's not to say I would have not done that. I stuck with my decision to change it. I believe wholeheartedly that that is the reason that I got into so many programs in the end. I definitely wouldn't have gone back and kept the same songs I had before. But keeping that in mind, make sure they are songs you love to sing, because you will sing them a lot, and then probably not at all after your auditions because you'll be sick of them. Tip number 5, actor songs. You probably know this, but trust me, if you don't act your song realistically, you're probably not going to pass your pre-screens and you'll have trouble getting into programs. You have to act your songs. And don't do the shtick acting. Trust me, don't overact it. It looks bad. That's not what they want to see. Act it realistically. So for your songs and monologues, make sure you know your objectives, your tactics, who you're talking to, your moment before. Make sure you have all of that set in place, written down, you've gone over it, stuck in your mind so that you can play that character. And I will be making a video on how to act coming out, so make sure you subscribe so you can see when that comes out. Tip number 6, kind of a weird one, that's to use stairwells when you're warming up. My dad actually suggested this to me because he would walk up and down the stairs when he was going running in the mornings, and he was like, well, why don't you warm up in the stairwell? And I was like, perfect. Because if you do it in your room, you're most likely going to wake up the person next to you, and it's just rude, let's be honest. It's great when the stairs are carpeted because then the sound's not loud. The only problem I have had is with concrete stairs. Sometimes they're fine, but at 2 different places that I had auditions at, it was really hard to audition in the stairwell because it was too loud. Like at New York Unified's, if I sang in the stairwell, it was louder than singing in my room, so that was like the compromise. But I did end up going into the basement, and there was this room that had, it looked like a meeting room, and there was like laundry everywhere, but there was nobody in there. So I was like, perfect, I'll just sing here. So I was warming up and it was going fine. And then these workers came in and I didn't know what to do. And in the panic, I ran behind the laundry so they couldn't see me. And I just stood there and did nothing. I just stood there. And after a while, I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm just standing here hiding from these people. So after a little bit, I took the leap of faith, took my stuff and sprinted out, and ended up just singing in the staircase at the bottom, and like everybody was walking up and down, but it was fine, you know? It worked out. I never had to buy like the belt box, so I thought that was nice, saved money, use stairwells. Also, if you're at your audition, I went to one of my auditions and I sang in the morning in a stairwell, warmed up, got to my audition, did my dance call, didn't sing for hours after I'd warmed up, and then I got into the audition and realized, yeah, I should have warmed up. So if you're at an audition and you haven't vocally warmed up in a long time, find a stairwell, do some more warming up, sing through a song so that you can sing as best as you can. Tip number 7 is to get in your zone before you audition. So this could be meditation, like deep breaths in and out, or you could do box breathing, which is where you close your eyes and breathe in and out and imagine making a box. You can also do a body scan, which is where you close your eyes again and think of a ball of energy traveling through your body, and this will just help energize you so you're ready for your audition. You can also listen to the instrumental versions of what you're singing or a pump-up list. Whatever you need to do so when you walk in that room, you are ready and you are gonna nail that audition. Alright, that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and click on this video right now and watch that one. And it would be so awesome if you could subscribe, and then you'll be aware of when I have other videos coming out so that you can nail your auditions. Have a wonderful day. Bye.